Hello there, my name's Sandy from Talking English. Welcome to this video today when we're going to be talking about compound sentences and conjunctions. We're going to explore the importance of using advanced grammar in IELTS when you're doing the speaking test or writing test. You will learn the basics of conjunctions, including the fanboys acronyms. And importantly, you will learn how to join simple sentences, independent clauses together to make compound sentences, an important aspect in IELTS. By the end of the video, you will have a clear understanding of how to use compound sentences and this more advanced grammar in your writing and your speaking. So I hope you enjoy this video. Thank you. Let's get started. Okay, people, let me start by explaining something that's very important. In the IELTS speaking and writing sections of the test, the examiners assess your ability to communicate effectively in English. While grammatical accuracy is important, it is just one aspect of the assessment criteria. So when examiners are listening to you speaking or reading your written tasks, they use what is known as band descriptors, and these descriptors outline the level of performance that's expected by the candidate to achieve the specific band levels. Aspect 4 in these band descriptors cover the use of complex structures that are expected at each band level.
What's the most challenging thing about learning English?
The challenging thing which I found is grammar, because in this we have to concentrate on tenses, objective, subjective, and
Personally, I have heard of many students failing to get the required band level for failing to display the use of the various complex structures. And you know, it's true to say that a lot of the students that I know that have had this problem, their English has actually been pretty effective. So it's an aspect that I always work on at a very early stage when I'm preparing students for the test. To achieve the high band scores, the use of the following structures are essential. When I say essential, meaning that students must be prepared and able to use the following. Simple sentences, of course. Compound sentences, we're going to discuss that. And complex structures, which is going to be the subject of the next video. So in this video, we are concentrating on the use of simple sentences, compound sentences, and using conjunctions. So let's start by explaining what I mean by these various aspects. Okay, let's just talk about simple sentences. A simple sentence contains a subject and a predicate, and the predicate is the verb phrase in the sentence. So here we see a simple sentence with the subject and the predicated outlined. Simple sentences are fairly straightforward. Like all sentences, begin with a capital letter and end with a full stop. I would hope no one's going to have any problems defining a simple sentence or using them. So let's move on from here. Simple and compound sentences. This is where the problem starts actually, because people hear the term simple sentences and yeah, that's okay. We feel pretty relaxed about that. I think we can deal with simple sentences. And then we bring up the subject compound sentences, and this is where a little bit of worry starts to creep in. Compound sentences? Not too sure about them. Oh dear. Then when we mention complex sentences, things are getting really difficult now, definitely getting a bit worried. If that's the case, don't panic. It is all fairly simple, and by following me you will become a master and be able to use these in your IELTS test no problem, effectively and impressively. So, compound sentences, they are at least two or more simple sentences joined together to make a compound sentence. Note two or more, there can be three or four actually. And the method of joining these sentences is by using conjunctions. And conjunctions clever little words that glue the sentences in such a way that they all make perfect sense. So let's take a look at some examples. As you watch this video, I'm sure you can all read, so there's no need for me to read these sentences out to you. The first example, though, shows you two simple sentences and how we glue them together with a conjunction. In other examples, I have highlighted the conjunctions so you can see how the sentences have been connected. You can also see that sometimes we have various options on how we are going to use the conjunctions. On occasions, you can put the conjunction at the beginning of the sentence. When this is done, it may be that we just need to put a comma between the two simple sentences that are directly affected. You will also see that I have included two short exercises for you. If it's going too quickly, you can always pause the video at these slides. Firstly, can you spot the conjunctions in this compound sentence? And then another exercise, slightly more difficult. Join these three simple sentences together. Please, you can put your answer in the comments section below the video. I would be really interested to see how you have managed, and I will comment to you on what I think. The last part of this section highlights the acronym FACEBOYS. FACEBOYS provides 7 very popular conjunctions. This is a very good one to learn, and this gives you the idea of some simple conjunctions that you can use in nearly virtually any situation. So, enjoy. Well, thank you for watching this video. That's us covered the simple and the compound sentences. And I'm sure that you're fully confident, and I hope you're competent in using the various conjunctions to join the sentences together, and keep practicing it and get to know these, because it is the most common way that people do write. We don't write a lot of short sentences. We try to combine things into compound sentences. So my next video is all about complex sentences. So just a little bit of a heads up on what complex sentences are. Complex sentences are sentences where we have a dependent clause, and the dependent clause is relying on an independent clause to make sense of the sentence. So the independent clause could be a compound sentence, or it might be a simple sentence. So we'll be covering that in our next video. And although these things sound complex subjects with the terms we give to them, they're not complex. And I'm sure that after you watch the next video, you'll know all about it. Thank you for watching. Take care for now. Goodbye.